don't know if you ever know that I did a handstand journey.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you go to my Instagram, I did handstands for 4.5 years every single day. And I would post one on social media. End up like getting on like the news for this shit and everything. It was
Okay,
fucking
very
dope.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I made a commitment to myself. I said, you know what? I really want to learn how to do handstands, but I don't have the ability right now to dedicate a bunch of fucking time to it. I said, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one a day. Just one. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just do literally one. If I have more time, I'm gonna spend 3 minutes doing it. But if I don't, I'm gonna do fucking one. And I did it for 4.5 years. And it taught me so much about consistency. Just the fact of showing up. Like, I even got a vasectomy. And like the same day, I still did my handstand.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How did that one feel?
It didn't feel too good, but like.
But you did it.
I did.
Yeah.
And it was just like showing up.
That's
literally,
crazy.
I'm just gonna show up. And it wasn't too big where I had to show up a lot. It was just something minor of doing it one a day.
Mm-hmm.
And like just go up for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I had to my vasectomy. I'm like against the car and shit.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
But like, I showed up for it today, and it got to the point where I got even more serious with showing up, like literally for that one handstand, to the point where I was working on a film set, and that's like fucking 13-hour days.
Yeah.
And like I told them, I'm like, I'll lead a set right now if like we're not out of here in time so I can get this one handstand.
Yeah.
Like I was willing to throw away money and everything just for this simple thing. And like, yeah, like it goes back to that consistency and just showing up for yourself.
Yeah. And I think the thing with with consistency and why it's so powerful is because it kind of just, you're programming yourself to be that person that you want to be. Like whatever version of you that you see in 6 months, that like this magical guy that can do a handstand for this long or whatever, you're like, okay, well that guy probably does handstands all the fucking time. So maybe I'm not there yet, but if I can do one every day and just make time to just try to do one, that's going to go a long way in 4 years, you said? 4.5 years?
It took me like crazy. So many different fucking places. Like I was in the middle of, I did one in the middle of the Madison football stadium.
Oh, Camp Randall?
Is that what it is?
That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like just be like simple shit. Just take you so many places.
Yeah.
And like the craziest thing, like just not defer, but like being spontaneous. Being spontaneous is like gold for your life. It's like we can't control shit. Like we can't control life events. Why not do that same thing, but be proactive with it? So like if you have an idea, or like you have like, oh, I think we should go here, I think we should do something, jump on that shit and do it, and watch what you gain from that and what you experience.
Yeah, and I think like you said, how we can't control things. I feel like being spontaneous or trying to like just do so, you're like, you know what, I have this thought, I'm going to act on it right now. I feel like that gives you some level of control, you know, where you're tapping into whatever. I'm not super deep into spiritual stuff. I haven't gone super, I've read a few books on it. I think it's really interesting, but I feel like when you're being spontaneous, when you're following whatever your intuition is, that's when you're tapping into whatever the universe is, you know, like that's when you're like, okay, I am me at my most pure state is when I'm just doing the thing I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not waiting. I'm not like, oh, I'll do it in a week, or I'll do it once I have this thing done, or it's like when you're just like, no, I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah.
Because I can. Like, I'm going to go get my piercings done, you know? Like, I'm just going to do it because I can. It doesn't matter what anybody says.
It's freeing.
Yeah.
It's really freeing. And one thing that I do want to tell people is, like, once you do start, like, listening to your intuition, you're in the unknown. Like, you're just in this unknown, and it's a very uncomfortable space to be in the unknown, because you don't know what can happen or what won't happen. But allowing yourself to be in this unknown is where the miracles happen. Like, this is where you have those moments of like, wow, we really did it. But it takes you listening to your intuition, not playing it fucking safe, and just saying, this is what I feel, and I'm going to go off on the whim of my own gut.
Well, yeah, and it makes sense because, like, you have to be comfortable with pushing yourself. I mean, right, we do that in a physical sense when it comes to working out and lifting, right? It's like if you want to be able, you want your chest to be a little bit bigger, you might have to put the 2.5 extra pounds on each side this week. You know, like you might have to do a little bit more. You're not going to be comfortable doing that as you would doing the weight you always do. But doing that's going to get you, you know, or potentially can get you to where you want to go. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense, being uncomfortable. Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety. Or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel. See all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.